So we've got a brand new Evo in the Attacker's Instinct. This is 75,000 coins or 600 FC points. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. So it is unleash the attacker's instinct of your left back with this Evo. Gaining the left wing position, attacking stats boost, new roll plus and plus plus, and up to 2 playstyle pluses, which is always nice. By the looks of it, we're getting incisive pass, which, I mean, I'm not totally against, to be honest. You've got 5 different levels to grind this out. You've got play 2 matches, win 2 matches and assist 1 goal, win 1 match by 2 goals and play in 2, win 1 match and play 3, and finally score 2 goals with your active Evo, win 1 match in any mode of with your active Evo and play in 3. So a big upgrade to say the least. Let's have a look and see who we can go for then. Because it's not only a left back, it could be somebody who plays left back. So I'm thinking straight away, obviously we can see Petit here going up to the 90. He'll end up with the incisive pass as well. But there is a certain 82 I'm very interested to see, or 83 in fact, what does he look like? So he gets the quick step and also the incisive alongside going up to a 90. Doesn't quite get the defensive stats, but if I'm thinking, if we add something just defending and physical to him, that could be an interesting card to say the least. So I don't know if Futbin's going to have this as of yet. We do actually. So let's have a look straight away over here. So obviously we're going to get the quick step and incisive if you don't have a playstyle already. So if we was to go, let's go Camavinga straight away, because I'm interested to see what that defensive stats can go up to, because he does have a 91 already that we know is a very good card to say the least. So let's have a look, because that's coming in. How much is his 91? 860 at the moment. So if we was to add that to him, let's see if we can go. Oh, that's coloured in. Of course it is. So let's back that out a second. Remove that and remove that one. So attacker's instinct. So let's have a look. If we was to go, I can't remember what just the defensive. Was it the... Which one was it? Is it Sentinel now? So Sentinel. It's not a bad card. What does he compare? So we get 6 better on the pace, 3 better shooting, but we lose out on the defensive side of him. But we do gain the double play style plus. It's an interesting one. I'm very interested to see what centre mids we can get here, just to see what they're all about. Obviously, we've got Teo that can go into this. He would end up with the incisive pass rather than the quick step. So let's see if we've got any... I don't know if there's going to be any cams that can go here, but we have got Guerrero, obviously, as a shout and a half. Obviously, he goes attacking, can play into that centre mid. Then predominantly it's Skelly and then also Petit. What does Petit get into then? Because he'll obviously go into this 90 as well. Going to be heavy on that attack. But if then was to go with the anchor, I mean, that's a pretty decent player, to be honest. It's a shame that he doesn't get the quick step, but I mean, at least he gets the incisive more so than anything. It's a solid upgrade for him, but if we was to go with the intended purpose of this and look at kind of like an actual left back in here. So if we went with obviously his, oh no, get off that. If we went off his normal 88 and we went with this, he's going to get a massive upgrade from there. So we get 6 on the shooting, 8 on the passing, and then 6 on the dribbling. Already having the 96 pace is fair enough. Then if we was to go, say we was to go with the Sentinel with him, just to see what it's like with that. Where is Sentinel? So we get 89 and 94. If then we got 89, 94, so we get 88, 95 with the 99 pace. That is a pretty solid upgrade for him. It gets the incisive, so at least it's something. I mean, he's got Bruiser already. Gets the double. That is a brilliant one, which is now making my 89 Teo Hernandez look a little bit worse. So that is interesting to say the least. I can imagine if I'm looking straight away, Teo Hernandez is going to be one of the best ones. I could see Camavinga, but he might be outweighed by another Theo Hernandez. Obviously, Petit's got to be up there. Alphonso Davies, just because he's got that. But again, he kind of needs that defensive ability as well. It's going to be better for them players that already have good defending physical, because then it does get your dribbling and pace up as well. So like with this, he's going to get 7 on the composure, which is absolutely lovely. But he needs some more defensive. If he's going to be a left back anyway, he can go left wing, but whether you want that for some of these players is the bigger question. Obviously got the Wolves left back if you really wanted to. Then if we kind of go further, we've got Bon Pastor. She's got a decent amount of defending, but physical isn't really her game, to be honest. Got a bit of Zambrotta, could be an interesting one. Capdevia could be a great shout, because obviously he doesn't have any play styles already, so he'll get the incisive and quick step if you wanted kind of more of a centre mid if you're going for him. It's a solid upgrade for him. If we went for the anchor as well, 96, 90, 85. Solid amount of composure, great amount of agility balance from him, good passing stats. It's a solid upgrade for a left back. This is going to be one that could be worth definitely doing. Obviously the 75k as well. You got to kind of choose which one's going to be better. I think Alaba, if you wanted to get him back involved in the mix, isn't going to be terrible. But I would suggest if you are looking at a left back, someone like, for instance, this Robertson, again, another one to put back into the mix with it all. Gets the 4-star, obviously gets the incisive and whipped pass, which is nice. I think as a left back, a quick step isn't that important. It's great if you've not got a double already, but I would suggest looking at the first play style if they've got one already. For instance, whip pass is good enough, incisive is a solid second one, but does get him in that capabilities of being able to play in that role. You throw an anchor on him now, 96, 90, 88, turns him into a 92 rated left back. It's a solid upgrade. It puts him back into the mix of at least playable. May not be top, may not be Karchawi, may not be Grimaldo's team of the year, but at least puts him back into a relevant case. Beasley's another one. You can obviously go with him. He already is kind of more of a left mid anyway, so going into this as well, we got block and rapid, I suppose, if you really wanted to. But again, you put him into an element where he's got the 4 on the shooting, 2 dribbling, 5 on the passing. Composure goes up by 3. Yes, doesn't get no defensive, but could play him more in the centre mid. Or you could do the total opposite and go more into the basis of going into that attacking left wing, left mid, and get a bit more on the shooting. Could even go for the finisher and really push him onto that left wing. Loads and loads of capabilities depending on what upgrades you've got. Like my one, who did I have? I have Petit. I have Lizarazu if I really wanted to. Again, it does a bit for him actually, to be fair. Probably does quite a nice upgrade for him. Going to get a lot of upgrade on that shooting. 20 on the shooting, 5 pace, 8 passing, 9 on the dribbling. Good 5 upgrade on the composure, so I'm assuming the max out's going to be the 88. But in terms of the upgrade, it's solid. Like, puts him right into the mix again. May not be the best, but I mean, we can work with that. Rolfo in form is going to be a great shout. In fact, that's one that I do have, just to make her into more of that centre mid. I know this version doesn't have that centre mid capabilities, which is a bit unfortunate, but again with the card, put an anchor, 96, 90, 90. If you could, I don't know if she has the inside, she has the, not the inside forward, we wanted the false back if she had it, but unfortunately not in this version she doesn't. Then if we was to look, so I think Theo Hernandez is going to be the main component in this one. Then I would say after him, I do like the Camavinga and Petit if you're looking at a CDM version. I think that's definitely worth having a look at if you've got them. The Wolves left back because it was free. Other than that, gold cards, like, I mean, João Cancelo could throw himself into the mix. I could put a Mendy. I suppose Ferland Mendy is always going to be the shout. He hasn't necessarily got the craziest amount of defending. I've got him with the same 84, to be fair. I've put him into an Evo and not bothered with him, unfortunately. But again, it could put him back into the shout. 96 and 86, 90 with the incisive and quick step at a minimum. Good amount of dribbling, 88 in the composure. Again, that's going to be one that's worth having a look at the minimum. But I would say I do like the Camavinga route, just because he is a CDM, and I know the midfield is the one that's always evolving. A lot of people have got a good left back already, or at least have got a solid left back. To get a solid DM, Camavinga is going to be a cracking one there, and it does utilise that incisive a lot better, in my opinion. So I think Mendy, Theo Hernandez, Petit, Camavinga's going to be the shout. Any of the left backs that have got somewhat of an ability. I think Cucurella could be a shout. Like he's not necessarily got the craziest amount of pace, so this could really kind of bump him up that little bit more, taking him to the 92, bit more on the shooting. The dribbling goes up to the 91. You throw then an anchor on him. You've kind of revitalized him that little bit more into there. So that for me is a cracker one. I think this evolution is one to definitely have a look at. We will see the popular in kind of like 10-20 minutes. So I do think the top ones here are going to be your best shouts. So I think if you've got any of them, they are well worth doing. If you've not got them, I mean, I would look at it like, I mean, I don't know if it's worth, if for instance you've got a second tier Hernandez, if you want to discard the 89 to do this one. It's definitely a nice ability to have, but there'll also be another one. It's not the end of the upgrades for him, so missing out on one might not be the worst shout in the world. I don't think I got a double play star plus on him. So this was what I was saying with some of these high rated cards. Now we're starting to get into them. You want to be very picky. It's not like this is going to be the last left back. We're getting into now the double play star pluses. So be wary of that. Choose a card that at least makes sense for you. Camavinga is going to be a great shout if you really wanted to go there. You're going to get a max of 8 on the overall. So at the minimum, you're looking at 82 rated cards before you miss out on getting to the 90 at the minimum. But fantastic, if I do say so myself. Let me know down below who you're going to choose for this. And I think there is a lot of solid options. The only one I would miss out on is maybe a centre-back. Incisive and Quick Step isn't going to be the greatest one for that.